I don't know whether to call this video the surly student or the beleaguered teacher. But the truth of it is, many of us in the teaching profession have to deal a lot with unpleasant students. Yes, it's true. I know, it's a shock, isn't it? But we often have students who just absolutely are unpleasant all the time. And I'm not talking about misbehavior. I'm talking about that angry adolescent. So what's that about? I have some thoughts about that, and I wanted to share it with you today. But the major takeaway that I want you to get is that this is not about you. Sometimes students are this way because that's their personality. There's not much we can do about a personality. That has been pretty well formed by the time we get them in high school or even in middle school. Maybe they are having a bad day or a series of bad days, a month of bad days, or a year of bad days, but it could be they're having just a bad time. Again, that really has nothing to do with you. Maybe they just really dislike school or the subject that you teach. They may even dislike you, in which case you still cannot take that personally. So what are some other reasons? One of the things I want you to think about is that we have only in our own minds our perceptions of what home life is like based on our own home life. So when I was growing up, my family, we tried to be pleasant with one another. There were occasionally some arguments. And in my own family, we tried to manage things in a way that was pleasant. But that's not what it's like in all American homes. In some American homes, I don't know that they do anything but scream at each other and call each other names and slam doors and sulk. It's amazing the unpleasantness that some people live in. So you're expecting this student to come into your classroom and be pleasant, and that's what he lives with. And it's the way he's learned to relate. And that's important to remember, that the way people learn to relate is what they're going to continue to do. And the last thing that I want to talk with you about is that it's a possibility that the student is just wanting to get a rise out of you, or push your buttons, or engage with you. They have learned that the way to manipulate their environment and their life is to bully people in sort of a passive-aggressive type of way. Again, you need to remember not to take this personally and to act on it. Don't give in. So when you're dealing with students, remember that everyone's coming from a different place. They're all different people. They have different things going on. And we can't expect everyone to be pleasant and easy to get along with. Dealing with those unpleasant students can be easier simply because you've recognized that it may be beyond your control. I hope you have a good evening.